I suppose it's kind of like a, you know, a fight against self-doubt, against your own personal fears. So here's Squall back in the orphanage, waiting for Sis to turn up, to come back, because he's alone. Wearing his dynamite yellow shirt, with his 2 stripes. Poor Squall. Well, you can call him an emo bitch, because for the most he kind of is a little bit of a downer, but there's a really good reason for it. Which is why I don't really understand a lot of the criticisms that Squall gets, because unlike, you know, anything in Final Fantasy XII or 13, at least he has a progression. He changes as a person, as a character. He's not just this plank of fucking wood. Here comes Rinoa. Are we going to do the band thing at Fisherman's Horizon? Because the garden is moving. So I assume we're going to bump into Fisherman's Horizon. But Rinoa wants to walk. And Squall doesn't quite understand that Rinoa wants to walk with him, as opposed to just see the garden. It's like, come on, dude. She's hot. Just give her what she wants. What I'm trying to say is, slap him. It would be my honour to have your company, Your Highness, in hope that I get your mind off things, if you know what I'm saying. Let's play along. Let's be nice. So let's get going, and now we can play some more cards. So another little moment of emotion. Now we can get back to the real stuff. Please go on to the bridge. This is your headmaster speaking. Lines have been fixed, but I'm glad to be back on the line. Hurrah. Whoa. Oh, here it goes. I believe we're going to hit Fisherman's Horizon. Is it going to go... Here we go. Boy, it's a slow day. I like sitting here and fishing. Come on, give me a big one. And when suddenly a huge garden shows up and takes out your shit. Oh, god damn it, I wasn't even supposed to be here. This ain't fair, man. God damn it. Oh, you got one. That is a stubborn old man. Risking death for the pursuits of greatness. They're very dangerous, that though, ain't it? Using a crane to fish at quite a height. Squall, this is the headmaster speaking. Please come to my office. Repeat, please come to my office right away. Well, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to go and do other things. Or maybe not, because the lift's going to come up now and it's all pre-bloody done. Assholes. Didn't even give me a chance. Everybody, please calm down. Please do not leave the garden under any circumstances until you are permitted. This is not slavery, this is fact. Ah, Squall, thank you for coming. All over my face. Here are your orders. We've landed on Fisherman's Horizon. Please go ashore with Quistis and Rinoa. Find the local mayor and apologise for this accident. Tell them that we come in peace. All over her face. Take a look around the city while you're there too. Yes, sir. Do you have something you want to tell me? No, but I tell you what I do want to do. I want to play cards with you, and I want to get a really good card, and I think I can do it now. Seed is not just a special force for combat. I want you to see the world. To broaden your horizons, you know, do a little blow, take it in the ass. It's all good for expectations. Now go. Go forth and fornicate, you delinquent. Right. Bingo! Bingo. This is going to be interesting, because this guy has the Sifa card, I believe. But will he play it? Now is the moment of will he? No, he won't. But Elastoid Trifaces 2 cards definitely worth grabbing. Trifacers get your Curse Spike, Elastoids get your Steel Pipes. 2 ingredients that are equally useful. He's baiting that card, which tells you immediately he's better than your average player. And he did it again. He did another passive move to try and lure me into taking one of his cards. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to hopefully trap him. So see what happens. Bingo. We trap him, now we've definitely got one above him, and he can't win. And we get to take the 2 cards we wanted, which is that one, and that one. And it's cool to see a lot of the comments saying that they didn't really understand the cards, and now they do. And they're looking forward to playing again and getting into the cards. And my word of warning is be careful, because the cards can get really addictive. But the cool thing is, if you really want to play it, and you don't even have this game, you can download it for free. Not the game, but the card game online, Triple Triad, and you can play against other humans, which is really cool. And they have a whole economy of cards where there's only one copy of all the good cards. Like the good cards I have in my hand, people own on that network. And when those people lose using those cards, somebody else gets it. So it's this whole thing of, this really cool notion that power cards exist, and you're up against a crazy good player when you get one. So that's kind of interesting. Just a word of warning for anything like that. There's going to be people that have been playing that since it was released, and they'll be scary good. So if you're expecting to just dominate, it's not really like that. And I don't even know what the rules are like, so they might have all the crazy rules that you're only really going to see in space on this playthrough. And when I say crazy rules, I mean fucking same wall, same plus, random, all sorts of shit. It's not good. All to get the Laguna card and the Alexander card, 2 cards which on themselves aren't that great at all, really. They're good for a collection and they're nice to have, but sometimes the frustration of getting them is just not worth it. My eyes are tired as well. Always tired. Bingo! Elnoil, Oil Boil, and Sifa. Gotta be careful here because he's got an A, but his A is on the bottom numbers, which means it's not a strong A against our cards. Because he's going to play it high anyway. They always do that. Whenever the computer has a power card, that's exactly how they'll play it. They'll trap it so you can't take it, and the Oil Boil in the middle, that does make sense. We're in trouble here because if he flips it, I can't. Yeah, that's okay. Well, welcome to the deck, Sifa. Nice to see your purdy-face around here. There he is. Good old Sifa. Get the Elnoils for the energy crystals that we can't really use because we can't refine them into the gun rounds. A lot of people have been mentioning why don't I get Lionheart. I thought I'd explained it, but it's actually physically impossible to do on a legit low-level game. So that's why. And it's not because, I can't de-level the Wendigos on the island closest to hell and do things along that lines and then mug them and stuff. It's got nothing to do with that, folks. It's to do with the fact that you don't actually learn the ammunition refine until you level up. Because it's not a base ability that's learned off of other abilities. It needs to be, the GF needs to be leveled. And then a lot of people say, well, why don't you do it with the characters that you're not using, or why don't you do it with Seether at the beginning, or why don't you do this, or why don't you do that? And that's where these playthroughs fall apart, because I want to literally do no levels, which is exactly that. And to do those things, to get that ability, means leveling, which is illegal in this run. And then on the flip side, you've got the people saying that the game is actually a lot easier at the no level, on a no level run, which I don't really understand, because the game has never really been hard. The no level run for me is interesting because it goes against my nature as a player, and that's why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it under any kind of, pursuit of supreme challenge. Right. I wonder if Zoo's going to be back in the office. Where the fuck is she, man? I bet it's her that we need to play that's stopping us from progressing. But do you notice that all the music stopped? What's that about? So we'll check back in here to see if Zoo's down here. I don't think she's going to be. But we just got Sifa card. I would be... No, I'm not injured. I just wanted to see if Zoo was here, and she's not. So we're going to go to Fisherman's Horizon. We've got a boss fight coming up, a bit of story stuff coming up, and the ability to play the Fisherman Horizon Mayor, who has the Quetzalcoatl card, or Quetzalcoatl, or however you want to pronounce it. Decent card, nothing too stellar. All part of the collection. So Adamantoise, he's going to flip it with the Hexadragon if I take it, but I'll take the bait. So, he can flip it on every side, which is a good move on his part, so I'm not going to immediately take it. Or her part, sorry. So what she's done there is she's trapped herself. She's made the common mistake of, you know, there's only so many places she can put a card. She should have put it on the other side for no fear of being flipped. It would have been safe then, but that's just not what she wanted to do. So we'll go Hexa, we'll go Sam, and then we'll get on with the game. And I should really check the refinement stuff, see what we can refine. Oh, wrong button. Have to bear with me, guys. Been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts. Let's do card refine first. Right, Curse Spike, Running Fire, Sharp Spike, Blastoid Steel Pipe, X Potion, Death Stone. Ooh, 10 Flare Stones from Tiamat. A rename card from Catablepus, so he's not. Well, he has nothing to do with Meteor, so that was me. What does Sifa give you? Diamond Armors. Interesting. Alright. Let's see if we can do it. That turns into Aura Stones. Aura is obviously fantastic. Shell Stones. Protect Stones. Aura Stones again. So, we don't really have too much there. Slows Dino Bones. Everybody got Dino Bones? So 2 people have Dino Bones. You need... Oh, there we go. Full 100. Nice. That's going to go well on strength for a while until we get something better. Slows. Anybody got slows? Renoa's got some slows. Do you want some more? There you go. Dragon Fins. Doubles. Stops. No one's got any doubles. Only problem with stuff like this is you're refining things that might refine on other sides, you know, into something better, which is something you want to always be aware of. Not everything, just some things. Deaths. We've already got a lot of deaths. Curagas. 100 Curagas. 100. So 3 characters have all got what they need. Ooh, 30 Holy Stones. Shit. That's not too bad at all. We've already really got death, so we don't need that so much. Fires. Fire. Fireaga. Ooh, that does 20 Fireagas. Interesting. So what I'll do is I'll get 2 Wizard Stones to Squall to finish him off. Flare Stones. Anybody else got flares? Game to Squall. All else fails, game to Squall. He is my character essentially in the game, that's how I view it, so it'd be kind of silly not to give him. I mean, if you don't like him, that's different. And there's probably a lot of people that, you know, prefer other characters. Thunders. Tornadoes. 100 Tornadoes. Dynamo Stones, that's Thundagas. Nice. So we've got a decent amount. We can carry on with the game. Like, I'm not in any way, shape or form concerned about my inability to kill things. Like, the junctioning at this moment in time, I have full faith in. Like, we might not have optimum stats, but we don't need it, and that's the cool thing, guys. Like, look at that. 100 Quakes. There's something else. Quake is just, it's a monster for strength early on, and it's so easy to get. Look at that as well. Death is really good for spirit, apparently. Another good place to put death is in status attack. Only I can't junction that just yet. Status attack is really useful. See if we've got anything here that's better. Full lives, wow. 100 Fireagas. Already got Death on Spirit. Yeah, I think we're looking okay with Squall. Squall's looking fit as a fiddle. Aero on Magic. Slow's better. Blizzarga's even better than that. There you go. And she does have status attack, so she could have Death on that, but I'm not interested in that because we're not killing things traditionally. That's the point of the playthrough. You know, to do things a little differently. This feels weird, this. Not having any music down here. So to get out to Fisherman's Horizon, I believe we have to go out of the second floor doorway. The one... I don't think I've really shown this off, this part of the garden, too much. Because you don't really need to go here. Ooh, we can play this guy again. It's been a while. We only got to play him once because he buggered off. You. Ironic as well that Spade, one of the higher members of the CC group, was the person who gave us cards. So he was innocently propagating future matches, helping his sport flourish. Sphinxar, Jiro, Wendigo, and a bomb. Interesting cards. He's got a 6 and an 8 on that side. Powerful stuff. It's a powerful opening play. Not as powerful as it could have been, but then again, I have strong cards, so he wants to be careful. Just like I need to be careful here. Although he can't flip her at all. So I'm going to hope by placing this here, he's going to go for the 3 on the right, and I can use Sifa then to bang. No, I can't. He called my bluff, unfortunately. But what we'll do is... Oh, no, we can't. Try that. See what he picks. Motherfucker. Done it again. I keep tying. There's absolutely no reason to tie to this person. He just outplayed me. But it's all good. There were no cards there that we needed. So, without further ado, let's get on with this. So this is where we got the seed ranking, speaking of. And if you're wondering how that's triggered, it's actually triggered by how many steps you take. And apparently... Oh, there goes my phone. The lovely copyrighted tune. There's my girlfriend asking about the convention, which is always good. So this is what leads to Fisherman's Horizon. And here's going to be some dialogue with the fisherman. We've come to warn you before you go ashore. Do not engage in any type of armed conflict in the city. We do not tolerate belligerents here. Why is everybody British? Do you understand? Yes, we do. We are representatives of the garden and we come in peace. Ellipsis. Welcome to Fisherman's Horizon. We just call it FH. And here comes the Fisherman's Horizon tune. You should go visit the mayor. His house is in the middle of the city. He's the head of FH. We'll do just that. Good. Looks like we understand each other. Just like Ross Kemp on gangs. He understands violence. He also looks quite like a thug. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. That is such an interesting line for a young man to say. It was the inevitability. We lost control of the garden. Now, don't worry about it. What's important is that nobody got hurt. That's the most effeminate thing I could think of to say. We love fixing stuff anyway. Kick back and enjoy your stay. Camp run time! Now we can all camp run. So this place is interesting. because it's almost a perspective trick. Like, you hold right on the analog and your character doesn't move because there's little ups and downs that you've got to do, which you can see if you look detailed enough, but can be quite tricky at times. Like, if you were a type of player that enjoys blaming a game for your own incompetence and your own inability to learn, then you'll probably blame a lot of the stuff on this game. Like, how was I meant to know I was supposed to go down to the bottom of the screen? I don't know, maybe just wandered around till you found it? It's a good tune, it's a relaxing tune. I think if you go down here, you get a book of some sort. It might be a combat king or a weapon weekly or something. I can't remember. Like, I haven't committed to memory a lot of the items because I've got the guidebook, and the guidebook was always the thing I went to when I needed to find a specific thing. You know, like, where is so and so? And you go, oh, it's there. Another thing as well, when you're ever moving around Final Fantasy VIII, there's hidden draw points, there's items that you can't visit. Oh, don't climb the ladder again, Squall, play the fucking game. So you want to just tap X. Like, they fixed it in Final Fantasy IX because they had an exclamation point. But there are parts of this game where you really wouldn't know it was there unless you're extremely observant. Ooh, different music. Oh, Fisherman guy.
Will you look at this? Lots of places I've been fishing for years, all gone. Terribly. Very funny, boy.
Oh, you're one hell of a character.
Take it.
Oh, he gives you an occult fan. So, that magazine is part of a series that tells you the ingredients to a secret GF called Doom Train, who's one of the coolest GFs in the game, because not only is it a train that casts like fucking Black Death on people, but it also has some extremely useful refine abilities. It's got like Forbidden Refine and some other things. It's a really, really cool guy. It's got some high level stuff, and it's kind of tricky to get because you need a lot of items you just don't bump into. Like, you need a fuck ton of remedies so you can refine them into remedy pluses. And when I say a lot, I think you need 60 or maybe more. It's pretty crazy. And then I think you need steel pipes, and I think you need Marlboro tentacles, and Marlboro tentacles are a nightmare to get. Especially on a run such as this where I'm not leveling up. Because normally you just keep fighting on island closest to heaven or hell, depending on which one you prefer to use, and Odin will come and he'll just save your ass, or you'll just buff your stats so that Squall doesn't get any of the status effects, and then you'll just mug him and leave. Because if you've never met the Marlboros on this game, goodness me, they're so malicious. Like, they're such a troll enemy, they really are. And every Final Fantasy seems to have that kind of enemy. The trains are down, so the best way to get there is to walk from here. What a joke, huh? Anyway, you guys had an accident and came here, huh? I keep saying huh, like he's gonna get a response, like I'm actually waiting for you to respond, and I'm not waiting for you to respond, because I'm just gonna keep talking. Come on, dude, if you're gonna say huh, you've gotta wait. There's no need for the upper inflection, the audio cue to tell us that you're gonna continue to talk. Because every time I go up at the end, it means that there's still something more to come, as opposed to just an ending. Yeah, Fisherman's Horizon. It's a nice place. But Marlboro's just, oh, hate him. Hate him so much. And if you don't know, when you start the battle, they give you every single status effect in the game. To everybody. It's so bad news. So much bad news. Like, if you ever played Final Fantasy IV, there was a boss on the moon who was just as big a dick. It looked like an Ahriman, which is essentially an eyeball with wings. A very unimpressive looking enemy. But it cast Doom on everybody, and then it cast Haste. So you're getting... So the clock on Doom was going faster, and I couldn't kill that thing at all. I didn't know how to damage it. And at the time when I played it, you know, I wasn't looking on the internet to find strategies and things. It's my girlfriend again, sending me rhetorical text messages. Just something that I'm not a big fan of. But it's just so much bullshit. Like on Final Fantasy IX, there's an enemy called a Yan, which is the most underwhelming looking dude you could ever wish to fight, but it's also the most lethal thing on the game. And it's a sheep. It's a sheep with bullhorns. But it is so dangerous. Like, it's got a move that stops you from receiving any experience. It's got a move that permanently immobilizes a member of your party, and it can do it to your entire party. It's got Meteor, which is one of the strongest moves on the game, and it looks like a fucking Tamagotchi. So here is the mayor of Fisherman's Horizon, and that's his wife. The kind of yoga dude's pretty hippie-ish. We got some Hawaiian shirts on, the kneeling, bit of tie-dye rugs, good stuff. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Is it Mayadobe? Therefore, we don't know how to move it. We're still in the process of understanding everything.
Our technicians will assist you. They'll be able to repair and service everything. How does that sound?
That means we'll have to let the outsiders into the garden. I can't make this decision alone.
Go consult with your leader, if you don't have the authority.
Why do you want us to leave? Why are you so racist?
We don't want you to leave.
We don't want military organisations in FH. You rely on force to solve problems. Over here, we like to smoke a few blunts and then just go with it. I mean, sure, there's a little cigarette in there, which does make it sinful, but it's still got the weed. So essentially, they're kind of a peaceful nation. And they don't really like violence, they don't really endorse it, and they don't really want to be associated with it. They're kind of like France or Switzerland. You know, those places are kind of that way. But this guy has some shit rules.